Hello, Taurus. I hope that everybody is doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing something be reworked. It feels kind of like digging something up to maybe do something with it, and I don't know if you're going to be like putting it back in the ground after that, but I'm seeing something like this happening. Something is changing. Alright, so we're starting off with the King of Pentacles. So it looks like you're leaning towards maybe a particular choice. There can also be a focus on you prioritizing things. How about that, Taurus? The first major arcana, we have the Hierophant. We also have the King of Pentacles. We also have the Two of Pentacles. So personally, you may be trying to prioritize work and spiritual health, mental health, physical health. Maybe you're trying to integrate something here. You may be thinking about possibly reaching out to somebody to ask them if they want to, like, collaborate with you, if they want to do something creative with you, if they want to make something with you, if they want to manifest with you. It feels even like working together with someone, and that doesn't just have to be professionally, it can be within your personal life. But you may be trying to, I don't know, trying to balance something or figure something out. Maybe this is also about thinking about, like, the intention of your words, the power of your words, the intention of what it is that you're creating also. It's like, how is that message received when I put that out there? What do I want to be, like, creating with the message that I'm sending as well? And that may be something that you're trying to figure out too. Like, wanting to make sure that it's, like, in alignment maybe with, like, your personal beliefs. Because the Hierophant can speak on, it can speak on spirituality, it can speak on, like, personal philosophies, our mantras, what we believe in, where we stand with certain things. Morally, what we feel is right. There's a notion of, like, wanting to send a message and maybe even knowing that that is going to be, I'm even seeing something that it looks like you are giving, 444 on the time, I'm seeing something that it looks like you are giving to the Magician. And I mean, this can mean feeling even in a way like spirit is giving you something that you are meant to like create with, like sending you a message where it's like, here, you're meant to manifest this, or you're meant to create this, or there may be some sort of artistry even that you do. And it feels very much like the power of like aligning maybe these two different areas of your life and synthesizing them in a way that feels right to you. I'm going to get further and see what's going on. Like what that magician really is. I do get this sense of recognizing that like one's voice is very, very powerful, and there may even be something that you realize about like the effect that your voice has. And the effect of like the messages that it carries when you present. I'm hearing creator. I'm also hearing web. You may have thought about approaching something one way and then kind of switch it up and do it a different way. Maybe you felt like it needed to be more you could have been thinking about like maybe taking a more like emotional approach with something, and then you may have like kind of tightened that up a little bit, because I'm seeing it become more matter of fact even, but maybe that's also changing as well. Here it is. So based off of this experience that you've had, where there may be like a lesson that you learned or something that like you've picked up through this experience that you've been having, it seems like it leads to some sort of reform about like maybe how you're doing things creatively, maybe how you're taking charge, taking the lead, and maybe also about like how you set boundaries, how you protect your energy, things like that, who you even let in on your space, who you allow to participate. And I'm seeing this transformation that you're moving through, and it seems like you're coming out on the other side of it and feeling more connected with yourself, like feeling happier, feeling more in touch, all of that. But yeah, there may be something that... Okay, so for what I was seeing is that the King of Wands came out, and the King of Wands is somebody like creatively like doing these things and getting these things done, and this may be like a part of your job also for some of you, where like you may be like a mentor or in a leadership role, or like people look up to you. For some of you, I'm hearing a lot of people look up to you, and there's like something special that you do, and to have you kind of be in this like ringleader energy, you may kind of have like a bit of an entourage, you may have like people around you, and especially too if like you're a creator, a creative, and you're putting work out and stuff like that. I saw the King of Wands pop out, and then I saw the Queen of Cups flip out, which would mean like what you had been doing before may have been like oversharing even at times without like maybe so many boundaries, and you could have really intersected even like maybe like intimacy within your personal life and also something going on within like your work or your career, and now you want to tighten something up because that flipped back in. And then I'm seeing the Queen of Swords here, so it's kind of like you swapped out maybe being like watery without boundaries to being like maybe more clear cut or straightforward with something. And it seems like there's this progression or this change that you're moving through. And maybe even feeling like you're finding yourself through this process as well, with the sun following the death card. It's kind of like a rebirth that one is moving through, and like also gaining more clarity and understanding of like self, of the effect that one has. I'm hearing again, even of the impact of the message that we send. Yeah, I'm seeing there be a notion as well of feeling like you're in a different energy as well when you're connecting with other people too, like when you're getting close with them, when you're partnering up. There may have been also something that you had been holding on to. However, because of this change that you're going through, it seems like it's making it more and more apparent that, I don't know if this is a particular relationship that you're going to be releasing, or if these are like multiple relationships that you have. And this can even be like checking in with like who you're hanging out with, like who your friends are, or you're more than friends, whatever it is, like who's around you right now. And it looks like, I am hearing the word parallel, and it looks like a process that you're moving through to let go of something that you had before been like involved and attached to. Maybe even still feeling attached as well. But yeah, it seems like something that like maybe you've grown out of now. Or maybe you are growing out of. I'm seeing there be a definite connection here. I'm seeing there be like possible turmoil because of that as well. It's like, if I let go of this, what else am I letting go of? Like, what does that mean that like maybe you perceive you're going to be losing? Because you may be associating something with like this partnership, this person, or these people that you may feel like you're going to lose. Maybe you also feel a bit at odds right now about what it is that you want to. Because it looks like you feel unsettled about something. So it's like, if you actually do want something, why is there this sense of feeling conflicted about it? There's a choice that needs to be made. I'm hearing bubbling down to it. Bubbling. I get this sense of making a decision that like exemplifies your greatness. This is what I'm hearing with the star. A decision that exemplifies your greatness. Maybe this is also about too getting in touch with yourself and really reflecting and being like, what if this is me, and what decision do I need to make for myself here? Like, what's the most empowering decision for me to make? What's the most empowering choice for me to make? What's in alignment with my path? What's in alignment with like my future and where I'm trying to go? What do I need to do for me here? And like really thinking about yourself. Seeing a very, very vibrant energy here with the star. I'm hearing in popular demand. Maybe you are in popular demand, Taurus. For some of you, there may be something that you do that you're in the limelight for. I'm getting the word following again. If you are following what's true to you and really centering yourself around that, the obstacle that you face right now, it even feels like there's a choice right now that you can make, right? The star represents a sense of authenticity and you being able to connect with people by showing who you really are. Because like when we wear a mask with people, even if they connect with that mask, there's still this sense, this feeling of being unknown because they're not really connecting with you. They're connecting with like their perception of you and what they think of you. However, when we like break down all of those barriers and take the armor off and allow ourselves to be exposed within our like vulnerability and authenticity, it allows us to like maybe not connect with everybody that we had possibly wanted to, but it allows the right people to find us and to connect with us and to like be on our path. And it seems like that's I'm hearing the most prominent and promising route and role. I'm seeing that there may be some sort of challenge that one has been facing about like being honest about like maybe who they are or their authenticity or maybe like showing a side of themselves, whatever this is. But I'm seeing that like as long as one is getting in touch with themselves and reminding themselves of who they are and allowing that to shine, that whatever like barrier or obstacle that you're facing right now, you are going to be like successful in overcoming. You are going to triumph. And that is really the message here. It's like, be you, you're going to make it through this. Like the more real you are, the more you are going to succeed. And that's for you, you know, that's not for anybody else. And like going back to it too, this is about like being the real you, not the like you that everybody is like maybe expecting or projecting onto or whatever. This is just about like you being in your authentic energy and seeing like how high and vibrant your energy shines when you're in that space of being so in touch with yourself and your heart and your soul. I'm seeing something else here too. So I'm seeing as well, there may be somebody that you're connecting with that you feel drawn to. It looks like this person is like grown in the way that you are, but you guys may be a little bit different from one another. But there are definitely like some similarities between the two of you. And I'm seeing that there's like definitely a connection here. I'm looking at the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So there's this notion of like having this shared thing between the two of you. And I'm seeing you try to prioritize having boundaries and advocating for yourself and saying what you need to say, and also resolving whatever internal conflict this is that you were feeling. For some of you, based off of like some sort of belief system, there could have been some sort of issue, possibly. Like, for example, if you were like raised in a certain setting, growing up thinking that maybe something was wrong or something like that, there could be is something that's kind of changing now, connected with like your belief system or your spirituality. because there could have been a conflict with that. That could also be too, like, you meet someone and like you feel like you have a connection with them, and maybe like their background is different or their belief system is different, and there could have been something that you felt like was clashing before. I see it always as something that starts internally but may also be reflected externally as well. So like this all could be going on inside of you as well as happening outside of you too. But I'm seeing someone be in a place where they may be rethinking maybe like beliefs that they had, or like traditions, or a type of mind frame. And I'm seeing that very much changing here and evolving because of like something that somebody wants and something that like their heart and their soul is driven towards. And there's a notion of like reaching out to somebody and sending a message and realizing that like something is going to be revealed when one does that. It's like exposing one's feelings if they go to share them with another person, or to let somebody know what's going on in their mind, or like to send out a message, because it doesn't have to be delivered to a particular person. It can be just like a message that one's sending to the world or sending out in some sort of way. And I'm seeing there be a notion of like even picturing how this would go and feeling like a sense of relief and maybe feeling connected with oneself, and then coming back to this place where it's like, oh wait, we still haven't made the decision yet. What are we going to do here? And I'm seeing there be this focus on the magician, which is like, your words are powerful, like you are creative, you are the creator, you are going to like manifest and create what it is that you want. And there's this notion as well of you possibly connecting with a person within a partnership together. I'm seeing that kind of be like one of the roads that we can go down here, Taurus. So it's like, will you make the choice to manifest and collaborate together with this person and to kind of join forces and to be who you are, even together with them? And I am seeing you completing a lesson here, and it seems like this is all about releasing the things that we are not meant to be holding on to, and holding on to the things that we value and the things that are important to us. So it's really about like not just prioritizing but reprioritizing, because it seems like something is being thought about in a different way. And as I said before in the beginning of the reading, this notion of like something connected with like your history or your past being dug up and reconfigured and then maybe put back where it was. There may be something like deeply within your foundation even that's changing now. So this is all about letting go. It's about surrendering, and I'm seeing that be the biggest barrier, that being the biggest challenge. However, as soon as you like open your hands and release and you surrender, it's like you're already in the clear. It's like you've been successful. You are successful with this. You've overcome the obstacle. You've faced the challenge and you've come out on the other side. Seems like this is also too about asking yourself what feels empowering to you, and are we going to be planting seeds in the garden with fear or with empowerment? Like, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to bloom? And the choices that you make are going to determine what that is that you're sowing. For some of you too, in order to grasp something that like you do want in a big way, because I'm seeing the 9 of Cups here, I'm hearing 9 cups of water, I'm seeing this be significant here, and you may be letting go of something else in order to reach out to another thing or a different thing as well. It feels kind of like it's interrelated. So I'm looking at Taurus, Mercury, Saturn, Scorpio, the Sun, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer. This can be parts of your chart. It can be parts of another person's chart. I feel even a moment of, like, you may feel love or a connection, and it's a moment where, like, there's this recognition that, like, energy is absolutely felt between you and another person. And for some reason, I'm seeing that kind of be the basis of, like, maybe feeling conflicted about something. Like, maybe feeling intimidated by something, possibly. The King of Cups. Get it together. Getting it together. Seeing there's something going on, but you may be, like, a little bit hard to read. Maybe for, like, those that are involved in this or those that are around you. Like, I'm getting this kind of stoic energy that may be, like, a bit even elusive at times. Maybe even seeming aloof. Okay, so I'm seeing somebody be in a space where the guidance is to ground one's energy. So it's about getting centered. It's about getting level-headed. It's about being in a space where we feel, like, ready and prepared to work with what it is that we have going on emotionally. And I'm seeing there be something about like harmony, a relationship, a sense of coming together. I'm seeing there be a new beginning. I'm seeing there be, like, a proposal or an offer. So yeah, even, like, the possibility, the opportunity to have, I'm hearing collective collection. This came through in another one of the readings, for something to come together here. Now, I'm also seeing the Seven of Swords as well, which is about kind of like our shadow creeping up. It can be like something going on with someone else, but I'm seeing something be called out. It's like, maybe rather than allowing something to happen that wouldn't be okay, it's like, as soon as you see this happening, whether this be for yourself, where you're like, oh, that's my shadow popping up, I need to take care of this, I need to address it, I need to get on this, or this is something going on with somebody else, I'm seeing something be, like, addressed immediately. So this may also, like, with Justice on the bottom of the deck, this can be too, like, somebody coming clean about something, somebody having a conversation where they're like, you know what, I need to make this right, something like that. We're gonna get further and see. I'm seeing there be this acknowledgement of the Seven of Swords here. This feels like a deep sense of self-reflection and maybe understanding why one had been going about things in the way that they had before. Because I'm seeing something be looked into here even about something that you're recognizing about you yourself, something that you're processing, something that you're learning about, something that you're getting a deeper understanding of. Looking into your heart. I'm seeing even a private conversation that's happening with either you and somebody that you're close with, or just like you between yourself and like reflecting on something and learning and understanding what you were meant to see. Here that Justice card is. Yeah, I don't know if this was something that you saw going on with someone that you were dealing with, or this was just an aspect of your shadow that you saw, which all of us have a shadow, all of us have shadow work to do. It's not just you, Taurus and Taurus placements, and we also all have Taurus in our charts. This is a moment where one may be looking into oneself and being like, why was I saying things like that? Or why did I say that? Or why was I coming across in that way? And like when I talk in that way, or when I communicate in that way, or when I say things like that, like looking into it and being like, where's that coming from? And like really even recognizing where somebody was when they were showing up in the way that they did. And really like through reflection, learning something that one is meant to understand, even to figure out like where they stand as far as what's right or wrong to them. And this can be coming to a place of forgiveness with someone around you. This can also be self-forgiveness too. Because I'm seeing so much being learned through the reflection process as one is in solitude. And through learning about themselves, also learning about other people too. I find this interesting. So we're looking at the Justice card, right? The Justice card speaks about like us taking accountability, us being responsible. It speaks about like us doing what we feel like is the right thing to do within a situation, within a moment. Like where do our morals lie and what are we doing? Are we like behaving in alignment with that? Are we doing something that goes against that? Do we feel like there's integrity with like the action that we're taking? All of that stuff. Also, I see this card as well as being kind of like a rebalancing of the scales. Sometimes that can be like out of our control in a way where it's like sometimes we don't have to do anything. Like say maybe somebody did something to us, it's like rather than feeling like we need to go about doing something or like getting them back or whatever, getting even, it's like you just step back and allow karmic justice to roll through, because the universe is going to balance the scales. And I'm seeing like something happening here where something may actually be like a bit out of your control, and it seems like the world, the universe is like making something right that may even be out of like maybe everyone's control. But I'm seeing something roll through here in an unplanned way where things are being like very much balanced on a large scale in a space where maybe they hadn't been before. I'm hearing making something right. This could also be about, too, like coming to a surprising conclusion as well, and even having a very big epiphany that one had not been aware of before. However, because of the personal work, the self-work, the healing, the introspection, all of that, there's a notion of realizing something that allows for stability that had not been maybe available before. So yeah, for those of you that it was somebody around you that that was like sneaking around in some sort of way, doing something that was not somebody that was being deceptive with you, your guides are encouraging you to be the King of Cups, which is about you observing your emotions, you sitting and feeling within your body. It's about you not reacting. It's about you grounding and then responding if need be, but most of the time not responding. Especially because this person needs to do their own shadow work, and I'm seeing very much that the scales are being balanced here in a big way. So you don't need to worry about doing anything except worrying about yourself and how you are managing your emotional experience, really, like how you're using your coping strategies and checking in with yourself and all of that, rather than being distracted by this person and whatever it is that they're doing. Because if it's not in alignment, it's not your business, really. It's just going to detract from you and what you have going on, and then you'd be willingly giving them your energy, and why do you want to do that? So I'm seeing like the universe very much take care of something. And I'm seeing it be like restoring harmony and balance after something had been going on that was out of alignment too. And I mean, this can be something small scale, it can be something large scale, just depends on how it relates to you personally. But the tower doesn't always have to be like so huge, and it's not always something daunting either. Sometimes it's just we get shifted in an unexpected direction, or we feel surprised by something. And I'm seeing even like an unexpected turn of events here that happens that leads to a new beginning. I'm seeing there be justice within a relationship. I'm seeing like a conversation that happens that may have been unexpected. However, somebody may even like come around and be like, hey, I did this, I'm like coming clean about it, I want to be honest about what it was that happened back there, something like this. And like maybe one wasn't expecting to have this conversation, and I'm seeing there be like a new beginning, you opening up to a new chapter. I'm seeing you reflecting as well. I'm seeing you be in a space where you're minding your business, you're keeping to yourself, and you're touching base with yourself and connecting with yourself. And it seems as well like there's something that you're learning, and there's, because of this reflection that you're doing, you're granting yourself the opportunity to allow your perspective to shift and to widen rather than be so zoomed into something. And I am seeing an offer that comes through. There may be like a bit of a delay with the Hermit and the Hanged Man, but then I'm seeing an offer come through. I'm seeing one like in a way anticipating this, and I'm also seeing the Ten of Pentacles, which speaks about a sense of stability. And on the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles, which speaks about reciprocity and equality and all of that. And it seems too like the more one is checking in with themselves and recognizing and learning like what it is that they need to understand, they're also going to know as well, you're also going to know as well, like when the offer that you're looking for shows up, you're going to be able to see it straight away because you already know what that's going to look like for you. And I'm seeing this very much give you that like very precious and significant time that you need right now to see what it is that you need to see so you can prepare for this coming for you. I'm looking at Virgo, Libra, Mars, and Pisces. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.